On May 5, 2007, the boxing world witnessed a mega fight that was more than just two men stepping into a ring. It was an event that redefined the business of boxing and shifted the balance of power in the sport. Because when Floyd Mayweather Jr. faced Oscar De La Hoya at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, the stakes were enormous both inside and outside the ropes, as this was a clash between the established superstar and the rising genius, between the golden boy who had carried boxing on his shoulders for more than a decade, and the undefeated defensive master who was determined to prove he was not just great, but the future of the sport, and the build-up alone showed how monumental this fight was going to be, with HBO's 24/7 documentary series launching for the first time to hype the showdown, giving fans unprecedented access into the training camps. Mayweather's brash and outspoken personality contrasted sharply with De La Hoya's polished and disciplined demeanor, creating a perfect narrative of villain versus hero, and the result was electric, with fans split down the middle and anticipation at an all-time high. Because De La Hoya was already a pay-per-view king, but Mayweather was hungry to steal that throne, and on fight night the atmosphere was nothing short of cinematic, with celebrities, legends, and fans from around the world packing the arena, knowing they were about to witness history. And from the opening bell, the fight was tense, tactical, and filled with drama, De La Hoya using his size, jab, and aggression to pressure Mayweather, while Floyd relied on his speed, reflexes, and defensive wizardry to counter with precision. And as the rounds unfolded, it became a fascinating chess match, De La Hoya having moments of success, especially with flurries against the ropes, but Mayweather slowly adapting, finding his rhythm and landing cleaner shots, his accuracy frustrating the larger man. And though the fight never turned into a brutal slugfest, it was a masterclass in skill, strategy, and mental warfare, going the full 12 rounds with the outcome hanging in the balance. And when the judges' scorecards were read, Mayweather was declared the winner by split decision, a result that sparked debates but ultimately cemented his status as the new face of boxing. Because in that moment the torch was passed, Mayweather's undefeated record remained intact, his brash persona now backed by victory over one of the greatest names in the sport. And more importantly, this fight shattered pay-per-view records, becoming the highest-selling boxing event in history at the time, proving that the formula of personality-driven promotion, behind-the-scenes storytelling, and global marketing could elevate boxing to levels never seen before. And from that night forward, Mayweather became the sport's biggest star, building an empire around his name and style, while De La Hoya, though defeated, remained respected as the fighter who had given everything and helped usher in a new era. And in retrospect, Mayweather versus De La Hoya was not just a fight. It was a turning point, a blueprint for modern boxing promotion, a reminder that legacy is not only built in the ring, but also in how the fight is presented to the world. And that is why May 5, 2007 is remembered as the night boxing changed forever. And so, Mayweather versus De La Hoya was more than a split-decision victory. It was the moment boxing itself turned a corner, when the future of the sport was handed to a man who would dominate headlines for the next decade, and when pay-per-view promotion changed forever, reminding fans that in boxing, the fight is not only about punches, but about legacy, business, and the power to capture the world's attention. And that is why this night will always be remembered as the fight that changed modern boxing.